All right, so we're gonna figure out how to make a simple line graph in Excel. We're gonna start out, I have 3 baseline data points. They started at 2, went up to 8, went back down to 5. So I'm gonna click Insert. This is on a Mac, so it's gonna work a little bit differently on a PC. And I go ahead and click on Align with Markers. And then I select data, and I just drag down. So 37 would be 36 weeks, including baseline. So I'm going to go down to 40, and this would give me 36 weeks. So it auto-populated this thing. One of the problems that we have, though, is that we want this to be bigger. And so if I right click on just the graph and I click on Format Axis, I can change that number, and I'm going to change it to something better like 70. So now all we have to do is each time we take a data point for a student, we go in here. So I'm going to make this baseline, and I'm just going to color it just so that we are sure that we know which is which. So baseline looks like that, and then our intervention is going to start here. So let's say, well, the first thing that we want to do before we get too complicated is we want to put in a line. And so we're going to insert a shape, a line, and I'm going to put it right here between 3 and 4. And then we would do the same thing for our goal line, but we have to figure out what our goal line is going to be. So we want to start with the median here, which is going to be 5. So the 5 is going to actually, we're going to put it on that line. So we'd start on that line, but then what do we go up as? Let's say we go up by 1 each week. So if our goal is to improve by 1, whatever it is, word per minute, letter per minute, whatever it is, per week, I would go in here and I would insert a shape, but I need to figure out, so 36 plus 5 is 41. So I'm going to insert a shape, a line, and I'm going to start at 5 or thereabouts, and I'm going to go up to, by the end, 41. So using this being our goal line, we're able to determine whether or not the student is making adequate progress. So if I go 10, that one was better, then I can go 11 or 10, then 12, and you can see how we're staying above our goal line, so that's good. But if for some reason we went back down and that down stayed for more than 3 points, we would want to stick an intervention line in here too, and we'd want to change what we're doing with that student. So it really comes down to the idea of making database decisions. So when we see that they're underneath and they're not going up with that slope in the way that we'd want them to, we'd actually want to change the intervention right here. But this gives you a good idea of how to make that chart, how to put the goal line in. So we start with the median goes on that line, and then we just draw it up to our goal. And then we leave a space in here, and that shows us this is baseline, this is intervention. And if we were to change the intervention again, we would leave a space. So if because I would put in another intervention line there. It says that we changed things. So this is intervention 1, this would be intervention 2, and we would start to see the growth in there. Any questions? Let me know.